What's going on? Figured it's slow, rainy, well, about to be rainy. Overcast Monday in the AM. Let's take a sleepy little Monday cruise down the train tracks. Find us a cool bridge. Maybe find us a big fish. Now, truth be told, this is the spot. This is the spot where I caught my PB largemouth. Strange as it may seem, this little tiny creek ponds up into this little, little pondy train track area. It still continues down a creek, but it kind of ponds up right here. And yeah, I caught a 4-pound, 12-ounce largie out of this freaking hole. Go figure. There are also some Volkswagen-sized carp. So I brought the Cass Cray nibs, little nuggets, little trout and carp nuggets, if you will. I'm gonna rig that up on one pole. And then I've got the Cass Cray nub on a Ned rig. Gonna bounce that around some of the train track pylons. We're about 100 yards away. We don't have that far a walk. Thanks for joining me. If you are in the chat, say what's up, give a thumbs up to the like, share this in some of the groups. We'll get a good little group of guys watching this. See if we can catch a fish today. If you are new to the channel, my name is Matt. This is Matt's Fishin' Mission. I decided, early off in spring, I want to do a bunch of live streams, unedited, raw. You're going to see me snag. You're going to see me break off. No edits. Just raw fishing, like it should be, right? We are almost to the spot. Oh. I was checking it out. There's a little, looks like a homeless camp in the woods. I'll be watching my back, son. All right, let me turn this around and show you guys where we're walking here. Coming up close to the spot here. And if this doesn't hit, I don't know. I got about 2 hours to spare, so there is another train track bridge beyond this one that connects to the Little Miami River. I've caught many a bass off of that bridge. That's the river that really everyone's catching everything on. I think the water's much warmer than the smaller East Fork Little Miami. All right. 100 more feet and we are there, folks. I'll get you guys off of this tripod and strapped onto the chest. We'll go on a mission. I think I will first set up my Cass Cray nibs line. See if we can go for a buffalo or a carp here. And then maybe this nub will bring in another PB largemouth. Water looks a touch stained, but not terrible. Not terrible at all. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, water level looks good. So the creek continues down that way, and then the creek comes from way over there. That's our mission today. I'm gonna put this tripod away, strap you guys to my chest, and let's get to fishing. Thanks once again to Amanda, my friend and subscriber, for sending me this. Cool tool to use. you guys haven't seen these yet, these are trout kibs made by Cast Cray. And I think if we put a few on a deadline here, we might be able to dredge up a carp as well. That should be the flavor of corn or nibs or, you know, the normal stuff they eat. So I got me a catfish rod with a treble hook. I'm going to put a nib on each of the treble hooks. And we'll see if that works. How about that? Some carp snacks. What is it? Not too heavy a scent. It's not meant to be catfish bait. Not supposed to be stanky. All right, let's get this guy set and in the water. And these guys like to come up a little shallow. So I am going to, let's see, where do I want it? I want to set it so I can prop it up a little bit. Yeah, let's just toss it out here. And I'm going to set that drag to scream. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't rip into the water. I think if something gets that, the train track will kind of block it. Fingers crossed. All right. Take our other rod here. We will do a little jigging around these pylons and see if we can't come up with a crappie or a bass. I'll have to tilt you guys down a little bit because there's a 30-foot drop off this. There are some big wood pylons. Let's see, where are they? From, I guess, the old bridge that was here. Oh yeah, there they are. You can kind of, I don't know, you can kind of see them. They're underwater about 2 feet right there, and they go about 6 feet deep. So I'm gonna just go to the right of them. Let that sink down to the bottom. And just jig up and down with that nub. That Ned rig. See if something's hanging around the pylons. It's about as deep as the water's going to be, I think, right at these pylons. So we'll just do some vertical jigging around these pylons to start. Gear check. If you guys didn't see yesterday's live, we are doing a giveaway, which is going to go through April 10th. We are giving away one of these Runkle Titan 2 spinning reels. I got the medium action Shakespeare Excursion, kind of a basic rod, but love it. This one's 4 years old. And then I've got Suffix Power Pro 8-pound line on there. Let's go up by these rocks. Well, not in the tree, not in the tree. tilt you guys up. I know this spot, well, this spot on this side is nice because you have a little handrail. You go over to the other side and you're just dangling. Got to have some steady feet and balance for this spot. Ooh. Let's adjust our hook here, make sure we are 100% weedless. Little Ned rig and a cast crane nub and fire crawl. That's what we're working with. I got a catfish line. Well, catfish, carp, whatever. I got some cast crane nibs, which is like a dough bait set up on that line there. 20-pound test. But right now, I am going to just peek over the edge here. Because there is a set of pylons right here that fish love to stack up on. Sometimes. So I'm just going to vertically jig around this pylon set right here and see if there's a fish or two hanging out. Ooh, a little topwater action, y'all. Let's see if I can entice whatever that was. Something came up and smoked something on the surface. Yeah, I have had to dodge that train a few times. Grab all my gear off and just kind of go jump on that little section over there. I think the times I've been fishing here, the trains come through maybe 6 or 7 times. The water temp here is about 51, 52 degrees. So it's a little warmer than some of the other spots. We're dealing with a maximum of maybe 5-6 feet right here in the deeper spots. There's some pylons, so just letting it dance, sit for 2 or 3 seconds, and then give it a pop. So what I've got the camera here on my chest, and all I got to do is just touch my finger to it and kind of lean back a little bit. And I can see you guys' chat. So I've got my screen facing me with my good camera facing that, with the good side of the camera facing that way, so I can actually see the chat. This is my iPhone. Live stream with an iPhone. I don't know that I could. I know you can live stream from your GoPro, but it's just more versatile to do this with a phone, because if I want to like zoom in, I can be like, "Hey guys, check that out." Zoom in for you. Do the little pinch zoom. Anyway, let's walk down a little bit. There's a tree, or there has been a tree in the water over here for a while. I don't know if it's still here. Yep, still here. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of a tree right into there. I'm gonna see if I can dangle this nub. You guys can see that tree underwater right there. I caught my PB here. Funny enough, it was my second video on my channel. And I think it was 2018, 17. See, I filmed for like a year before I put anything online. So I think I actually caught it in 2017, but then I posted it in 2018. How much is gonna dangle this nub around this tree, see if I can pull anything out of here. Tim, what's happening, sir? Thanks for joining. Nickel Ninja, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming over. I know you are a Rev subscriber. Making keys for a Jag. Oh, that's awesome, man. Nickel, where are you from? Are you from Ohio, or what part of the country are you in, or what part of the state are you in if you're from Ohio? Lorain County. I do not know where that's at. That's northern Ohio, isn't it? Something tells me that's near Cleveland, but I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. What's nice is this bridge has got multiple sections. And each section has a set of old wooden pylons where I guess the old bridge was built. And so we can move around and fish both this side and the other side of the bridge's wooden pylons in about, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Because it's kind of divided up into these 4 giant, now concrete pylons. All right, I see there's a log over here. Tilt you guys up. See if anything's hanging out over there. You can tell some people been out here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The power lines are just littered with spinners and crankbaits and bobbers and lures and oh my gosh, there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's at least 3 dozen lures. So it's kind of I don't want to say this is a secret spot, but it's kind of a secret spot, but you gotta kind of hike the train tracks to get back here. I have taken a few buddies back here. One of my buddies caught his first ever largemouth bass here. And another one of my buddies also caught his first bass on an artificial lure. He had never actually used non-live or chunk bait for fishing. And I brought him back here and he caught his first lure bait, a lure fish. He was using a spinner and was just dragging it along these pylons. That was midsummer, man. It was hot, hot, hot out. Let's peek over this other side here. Look at this juicy spot where all these trees are. Yeah, I'm gonna do a cast under the bridge here. We're right on the edge of a sod farm, so it looks like we got a sod truck coming through. All right, y'all see that? Y'all see that juicy log right there? We'll see if I can't target that. Drag it just under the nook of that log. Man, I want to throw in like right there, but someone's got their line hung up from an old line, and I really don't want to get snagged on it, but that's such a juicy spot back in there. I'm going to try it. I'm hooked up weedless, so I don't know. If I get the line, I get the line. Maybe I'll untangle it from there. Ooh. A lot of branches in there, man. A good place for some bass to be tucked up in there. Let's see if we can. See if we can hit that log again. Boom. Yeah. We'll just keep working back and forth up and down this bridge because the banks have got some good areas for bass to sit. And then also, like I said, each of these little 4 sections of this bridge have its own like old pylons. They're old giant wood pylons, probably like 16 to 20 of them in between each section. Let's see if I can point them out here. You guys might not be able to see them here. Let's see. Dude, look at, you guys see that out there? Y'all see that commotion out there? Y'all see that commotion out there? That's it looks like a smallmouth buffalo or carp splashing around out there. I mean, he is a truck. Let's see if he gives us another jump. I don't know. There he is. There he is. And big boys are out there. Need one of them to come by my line and just take it for a ride. Oh yeah, that's seriously. That might be the one Paul's got his hook stuck in. There are some freaking mondos out here. I tell you what, man. I've taken my kayak. There's where the creek comes from. I've taken my kayak from that direction way up here and just paddled next to some absolute Volkswagen size carp. So there's some under. Let's see if I can peek over. There's some structure under here. Yeah, I know this is kind of a cool bird's eye view, especially being up top like this. I'm glad I got this swiveling chest mount that can kind of point like either up if I'm fishing for you guys, or I can like angle it down. Right now I'm just doing a little bit of vertical jigging along this timber that's under there. You know, I'm not a carp fisherman, and the only time I really will carp fish is if I'm doing what I'm doing now, is bass fishing on another line. They are a fun fight, man. It's fun to just let that train just take you for a ride. Well, I typically don't target them unless I'm bass fishing on the side. I'm not a sit and wait kind of fisherman. I like to be moving around, trying different spots. But there's no lying that a carp is a fun fight. I'm not a carp lover, but certainly not a carp hater. All right, let's see. There are some pylons down here. I'm just going to give it a little dance past these pylons. Y'all want to talk about sketch? There's a sketchy jump right there. These boards are sketch too. Ready to make a dance? All right, folks, here we go. Let's do it. No fear. Where are those pylons? Over this way a little bit. All right, we're directly above the pylons here. All right, let's go just to the right of the pylons. See if there's got to be a freaking carp or crappie or, that's what I meant to say, crappie, not carp. We ain't gonna catch a carp with a nub rig. That's typically all I've caught out of here or seen in here is the carp, the smallmouth buffalo, and crappie and bass, largemouth bass. I've never seen a smallie in here. A little stagnant for the old small jaw action. Well, you guys can see my reflection. About 30 feet, roughly, is the height of this bridge. About 30 feet up. Same, man. Smallmouth bass is my absolute favorite fishing. Pound for pound in freshwater Ohio creeks. There's no other fight like it. It's awesome. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and fish this big old new pylon, the big concrete one. We'll give a toss over here on this bank here, see if there's anything on these rocks again, where we first started. O'Bannon Creek dude, man, I'm trying, bud. We are trying to get on them. I've got a deadline out with some little dough ball nubs on it, nibs, the cast crane nibs, just in case we get like a smallmouth buffalo or a carp or maybe even a catfish. And then we've got the cast crane nub on this line. I might actually size down here in a minute. Maybe throw on a crap slap grub. Dance that around for some crappie maybe. There are some mega crappie in this spot, man. I've caught a crappie that was the size of my shoe one time. That's a size 15 shoe. There are some beast crappie in here. All right, let's work these rocks a little bit, just along this edge. It's shallow here, but there's a lot of cover. A lot of rocks, a lot of branches that are sticking out under there. Hoping we get a little ambush bass hanging out. All right, here's the ultimate. Let's fish. Let's fish in the pylon gap. Here we go. Ready, guys? Now, if I catch something here, I'm kind of in trouble. There's no way to set the hook. This is probably not a smart idea at all. It's actually a terrible idea. Yeah, let's not do this. Let's check our deadline. He hasn't moved. You know what? I want to bass fish that little area, so let's go ahead and pick up old Mr. Nibs. Move him around. Let's take him and let's go. See, what sucks about casting here is there's a power line that dips down to like 5 feet above the water, so you can't cast too far here. It's kind of hamstringing us here. But I'm going to go to the deepest spot where I've seen them cruise quite a bit, right in the middle of this bridge. Yeah, let's go right about here. We'll just give a light little toss. Set it up right here on the bridge. Let's tighten up the line, loosen the drag, so we can hear it scream if it starts going. Here we go. Nice, Boris. I actually have an actual truckload of Cascray Helgies on the way, the new Cascray Helgies. I've actually fished with those Nico Helgies before with, if you guys are familiar with who John Dalton from Creek Fishing Adventures, I got to fish with him in Tennessee, and he put me on my first Coosa bass. And he's got a sponsorship with Nico and let me try out some of those, and I gave him some Cascray lures. We did a little fun exchange. Our sponsors caught some fun stuff. He also gave me some cool ideas and places to go to catch my first peacock bass. So, huge shout out to Mr. Dalton, Mr. Creek Fishing Adventures, for hooking me up really with my first Coosa bass and my first peacock bass down in the Everglades. That was pretty awesome. All right, we're going grub, guys. Tying on the Crab Slap Hero. Going with yesterday's color I ended with, that purple. Do me a favor, guys, if you are watching, we got 6 people watching and only 5 thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate if you guys give me a thumbs up on the video. Right? Yeah, if you guys haven't watched my video with John Dalton from Creek Fishing Adventures, go watch it, because I did this like little dream scenario where I thought I was dreaming that I got to fish with him. If you search my channel, search "Was It All a Dream?" and that'll come up. It's a fun video. He got a kick out of it. He said he was cracking up when he saw it. Good dude. I actually found him just searching what I usually search for, creek fishing. Found him several years ago, and he was a relatively small fry. Now he is blown up. That is so awesome. So happy for that dude. All right, we got the grub tied on, folks. I'm going to cruise this grub along this little brushy line here. See if we can't scare up a crappie or a bass. Maybe the nub was just too much for him. Skirt this grub just over those pylons, which is exactly where I caught my PB 5 years ago. I think that was in May. It was pure spawn. That was a spawn bite for sure. Look at this. Look at this sketchy stance. Yeah, I think he's like a basketball coach too. Oh, hey guys, bite. We got a bite. We got a fish. Finally, the skunk be broken. You know, we thought the crap slap would break the skunk, and the crap slap show did. Nicely done. Somebody screenshot that for me. I'm live, so I can't screenshot it. My hands are full. Boom. Check it out. Not a big dude, just a little guy, a little squeaker. On the Krizap Slizap. Right in the top of the gullet. All right, guys. Doing the dang thing. Now, this is the part I hate the worst. This big release. Try to get him to dive perfectly down. There we go. He's good. All right. Catch number 1 in the books. We did it, y'all. Telling you, you jumped in right at the right time. First catch. We've been live for 40 minutes. Hopefully we can get a big old smallmouth buffalo on the on my other line down the. I'm dead lining some nibs down there. See, I was talking about these pylons, man. These fish like to hang out at these pylons. Let's get us some mo. Let's get us some mo. If you were watching, give me a thumbs up for that catch. Come on. I'll certainly appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Matt. This is Matt's Fishing Mission. I fish the Cincinnati, Ohio area waters. Love smallmouth fishing, but occasionally when it's like this, I like to find me a little spot and catch me a largie or two, maybe even a crop dog. I am a sponsored angler through Cast Cray Pro Staff. Also have a gear sponsorship with 8 Fans. They make a bunch of waders and fishing apparel. And then I'm also good friends with the guys at Runkle. We are giving away a Titan 2 fishing reel. If you guys didn't watch yesterday's live, watch that. There are some instructions on how to win one of these. I'm picking a winner April 10th. Get you a Runkle Titan 2 spinning reel. Tell you what, man, these crap slap grubs always come to the rescue. How long did that take? What was that, 4th, 5th cast? They just catch everything, man. They're made for, I mean, it's in the crap slap line, which is crappie line, but tell you what, bass. just annihilate these grubs. Grubs in general are a good bait to throw for a finicky bite. Good to feel the tug. The tug is the drug. All right, I'm gonna work this brush line a little bit more. I just got a feeling there's like big giant concrete old boxes that have been thrown in the water. I feel like that could be a good little hiding area for some bass. So I'm just gonna cruise this grub by the brush line, by those big old concrete boxes that are in there. We've tested the theory if bass bite more when a train comes by, if that vibration stirs them up or not. We've got no conclusive evidence whether that's true or not. I've had lines in the water with and without, and I don't know. It's inconclusive at this point. Let's see if I can make a cast here without getting snagged in this tree. Right up in there. Yes, perfect. What's up off the hook? We are fishing some train tracks. We just caught us a little tiny largemouth on the crap slap grub. We've got a second line in the water down yonder with some cast crane nibs on them. It's like a little dough bait. Maybe see if we can get a carp, smallmouth buffalo, or maybe even a catfish in the depths. Started off with a nub. Nub really wasn't satisfying any bites. We put the crap slap grub on, and man, I think it was like the fourth or fifth cast. Little bassy boy came up and just smoked it. They're sitting on these pillars, which is kind of cool. These old underwater wooden pillars, I guess, when the train track bridge was originally built, was on these old wooden pillars. Now they're cut down and they're sitting, I don't know, a foot under the water, and I think they're maybe 5 or 6 feet deep. So now that I got the grub on, let's go back this direction. Let's hit this brush line behind us. It's a different kind of fishing when you're fishing from this high up. Like the action is you have to tailor your action to how high up you are, and it's kind of odd. You can't do just a normal retrieve like you would from the bank or in the water. You really got to let it, because the bait wants to come straight up, so you almost got to just let it fall and do this kind of like vertical, like diagonal jig, like pull it up, let it sink down, and pull it up and let it sink down. You guys are just joining the chat here. We are fishing off a train track bridge. We're about 30 feet up. Well, we've got a bass already. We've got another line fishing for maybe a carp or a catfish with some dough bait on there. Right now we are fishing with cast cray, crap slap, grub. This is the site of my PB bass. There are plenty, and I've seen bigger bass. I know for a fact there are 6 and 7 pound largies in here. I've caught some just shy of 5. And there is a whole mix of crappie. I've caught a crappie, probably 14 and a half inch, 14 inch crappie. I didn't have my tape with me, but I put him up to my shoe, and I wear a size 14, and he was the size of my shoe. So there are some behemoth crop dogs in here. All right, let's hit up these pillars. I can see the pillars. Where are they? Right here. I'll point you guys straight down. There, you can see me. Hi. I'm gonna hit up these pillars, see if there's any crappie maybe schooled up on these pillars. All right, now that we got the grub on, let's go all the way to the other side of the bridge. Look at how sketch this walk is. Oh, wait for it. It gets super sketch here. Oh, sketchier. Sketchier. Even sketchier. No, let's hold on to the rail here. Welcome to Sketchville. All right. Feel like maybe if we dangle this grub around this tree here. You guys see this tree? I know, right? All of the nope. Not doing that. I've had plenty of people, including Jen, who's like, nope, I'm not chancing that. So we got these old pylons in the water here. We're just gonna jig this cast crate grub around. The old crap slap grub. See if we can get us a bass or a crappie. Let's get in that tree and see if we can't not get tangled in there. All right, here, let's do this. Let's get a little dangerous. Let's lean over. We'll lean over, put our knees on there, and we'll cast under the bridge. And we'll just give it a soft retrieve. Try it again. We'll take a little different angle. Let's go more towards the bank where the pylons are. Do you not have access there from the bank? Not really, because that's a sod farm right there, and this isn't a public road, so I don't want to encroach on someone's property, so I just stay on the tracks. I think this side over here is more of like, it's still a sod farm over here, but there's a park over there, so if I bank at all, I stay on this side. They regularly run their trucks over here, so I don't want to make anyone mad. So I typically don't stay on the bank at all. I just have fun up here on the train tracks. It's a different way to fish too. It's kind of challenging. It reminds me a lot of my childhood growing up in West Palm Beach, Florida, and fishing off the Lake Worth Pier. Just jigging around for whatever would bite. All right, remember that tree we had a little bit earlier? Let's go to this side of the bridge. Where's that tree? There's a tree underwater here, or a set of giant branches. You guys can see. Nice structure and cover there. Let's run the old crap slap hero by those branches, see if we can get any action. A little bit dangerous here because this is super Snagsville. There's all kinds of underwater branches. You gotta throw it where they are though, right? I got no shortage of grubs in the box. If anybody got a screenshot of my bass, send it to me on IG or Facebook in a message. I'll put that on the old fish brain log a catch a little bit later on today. If you guys are not followers of my channels, I am on Instagram, Fishbrain, TikTok, and Facebook, all under Matt's Fishing Mission. Yeah, I can get off the train tracks if a train comes. I just scoot down right about there and stand on that concrete pylon. I've always thought about jumping down on this, but I'm afraid I won't be able to get back up. All right. Hello. This is the sketchy part, leaning off this side without a handrail. That'll really get the stomach butterflies going. Let's go underneath my catfish line, my carp line. It was actually my PB largemouth I caught here. And I was in a kayak. If you go to my channel, I believe it is my second video I ever posted. That was my PB. It's 4 pounds, 12 ounce. I know that's not super huge, but that's where I stand with my PB. 412, largemouth bass. From the kayak, on a crankbait, I believe. Don't ask me what it was. That was before I was really keeping track of like what I used. Just a little shallow diving crankbait, I believe. I brought the Hedon tiny torpedo, tiny torpedo out here one day, and just absolutely crushed on the topwater. So when topwater's in season in summer, man, oh man, this place will actually light up a torpedo or a whopper plopper. All right, I'm gonna change up positions on my deadline here. This side doesn't seem to have much action, so I'm gonna take him and scoot him to the other side of the bridge. Maybe we just give him the old heave-ho. Maybe just straight out here. Yeah. Set that drag to scream. Yep. Reel in some slack. Let him do his thing. Cast crane nibs. They're actually trout kibs, little trout nibbies. But I think a carp might eat those. I don't know. I don't know. Can you guys see the pylons? You can kind of see them. Yeah, you see them like, whoop. There's one. There's one. And they kind of go back and forth like that under the water. And there's about 20 of them that just go zigzag underneath the bridge. I'm going to give this a cast under the bridge. We'll just let it sink and then we'll zoom it past these pylons. See if something is hanging out by them. Now don't be messing up my spot, bro. Hey. Take a hike. Be messing up my fishing spot. We're gonna have problems here, son. Yeah, back up. Me and these geese about to have a turf war. Curbs, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining. We are currently fishing a little creek that crosses a train track, an old train track bridge, here in southern Ohio. The spot of my PB largemouth. We've got one little bass on the line already today, and that was off of the Cass Cray Crap Slap Grubs. So we're targeting bass and crappie, and we've got that deadline over there. Just for S's and G's. Maybe see if a carp will tack it. Half hour, 40 minutes of fishing time. Let's see if we can get us another couple of fish on the line here. See if I can get close. Oh, perfect. It's about as close as I wanted to be without getting snagged. Whoa. Put my foot right there. About had me an OSHA incident. Oh, that made my heart skip. Sorry, guys. I was checking my battery. It said I was low battery, but I'm plugged into my friggin' external battery. I don't know why. It was giving me a low battery warning. Using all the juice. Let's give a cast under the bridge here. So you guys are just joining. We are fishing straight down 30 feet off of a bridge. Sketchy, no rail on this side, just a 30-foot drop. Not for the faint of heart. But we do what we do to catch these fish. I can hear a train rumbling in the distance. I don't know where it's coming or going from. All right, let's go over to this sketchy spot. Find those pylons. Where are they at? There they are. Well, now here's a spot we can probably fish through. See, that's what I get for screwing around. Did I lose my shit? Nope. There's the old sod truck. Clean off some of the algae gunk off of this. Didn't bend my hook too much. Still sharp. Yeah, I definitely spooled up. I got some better line too. This is the Suffix Power Pro, 8-pound. Love this line. It's the low vis green. let's go mess around with that bank area over there. I have a feeling maybe we'll find us a crappie or a bass hiding in that brush over there. I see some stuff stirring over in the brush, and I don't know if it's just shad hiding or if something's getting attacked, but I'm gonna go and get in the mix, whatever's going on. Because there's a lot of underwater cover, like right in this area. Probably get snagged, but you know, it's the life of a G, I guess. Show me creeks in the house. I'll tell you what, man, there's been a couple times I've lost my footing and thought I was about to do a cannonball in this thing. Oh, seriously. It was about 30 feet up, too. I think the biggest bass I've pulled up from the bridge is maybe a 2.5 pounder. And it was on 6-pound line, man, and it was every bit of like pulling up a bowling ball. I've got some 3 and 4 pounders from my kayak from down below. I don't know that I'd want to fight a big boy from up here. I definitely, if I had to fight a big one, I'd definitely jump down. Well, I'd probably clamber down there and go. It's funny, I was with Jen one time and I hooked into what had to have been a 15, 20 pound carp. And I clambered down that, came over here and got to right about here. And right when I got to the edge, lost him. I was so disappointed. I was like, I finally found that Volkswagen-sized carp, and I'm going to catch him. He's going to be ginormous. Pulled it right out of his lip at the last second. Let's make some underbridge casts. I know. Should have just jumped on his back, rode him to the bank. That'll show him what's up. All right, let's try this tree again. See if there's any bass hanging out in this tree. It's a Wesley. Classic. Tell you what, I finally broke the skunk, Mike. Got a little largemouth out of here on the crab slab grub. Felt good to finally get a fish on the end of the line. Tell you what. Ready? Let's do a hop, skip, and a jump. We're not jumping that. We're gingerly crossing that. Okay. And then we got some doe nugs sitting out here deadline. Hasn't done much. It's not really designed for carp or catfish, but it's, ooh. What was that? On my battery, guys. A little bit of action going on over here. I don't know if I can cast that far. Don't think I can. I'm gonna play around over here though. I have been fishing approximately 84 minutes and 22 seconds. That's how long I've been live, and I've been fishing since I went live. And I've got about maybe another 10 minutes left, and then I got to head back to the house. Man, I am hoping to get a crappie. I really thought maybe we'd get a crappie or two on these pylons. I thought maybe they would be activated a little bit sooner now that the water's hitting about 50 at this spot. I really did think a crappie was going to come up and play ball today. Hey, the only way to get paid working is watching a buddy fish. I can believe it, Mike. I can believe it. All right, these fish are screwing with me, man. There's some topwater happening over here. Every time I cast, it's always 20 feet away from me. There we go, right in the mix. Come on. Let me get that action. Oh, I got my tail all fouled up. That's what I'm screaming. One more. Just one more bite. I don't care if you give me a gilly or a sunfish, little crop dog, something. One more for the road. One more. Trying to hit all these hot spots. Rocks. Watch me start to pack up and it'll be like a 10-pound carp on that friggin' bottom line. All right, let's get over here to this brush. Let's see what's happening. Go back to the original spot where we caught that one, right off these set of pylons. See if there's another one hanging down there. See if there's another one hanging down there. Depth looks to be about, with the drop speed, 4 feet maybe right there. Let me go right in front of the pylons. All right, we're getting close, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and reel in my deadline. We'll continue fishing with my bass rod for a little bit. I'll just get this one ready packed up and get that yellow kib residue. Oh, wipe it on the pants. All right. Trying to make it happen right here at the buzzer. I think my tail all got out of whack here. All right, I'm gonna call it last cast. Y'all ready? We're gonna hit this bank side right here. Come on. Let us have a crappie. We're gonna work it real slow. Really finesse all those rocks in there. Well, that's all she wrote, boys. Fun little gloomy Monday quick trip out to the creek. Not too bad a day. Get our backpack strapped up here. Oh, this spot's always fun to come out and hit. Some of those days we hit this spot, it'll be on. I know I'll come back here when we actually get to good water temps, and this place will be absolutely on fire. Fun day though. We got a bass, no skunk. Finally can say that. Let me tell you what. It's been a struggle. But we know the struggle season is about to end here. And I'm really thinking, you guys like these live streams? I mean, I like doing a GoPro edit every now and then, of course, but I think the live streams are kind of fun. Live streams are kind of different. I'm digging them. If you guys are digging them, hit me a thumbs up in the comment. If you haven't seen yesterday's live stream, we are doing a giveaway. We are giving away one of these. Our friends at Runkle said, you know what, pick something on our site to give away and run a giveaway. And I said, I'd like to do the Titan 2 spinning reel since I have it and I love it. And it's durable, reliable. If you want to buy one, it's under 50 bucks. I think it's like $49.99. But I love them. So I've got yesterday's live stream video you can participate in, or on all of my social medias, you'll see a very short 20-second video explaining how to get in that giveaway. So go check that out. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today from the Stand By Me train tracks. You guys want to see a dead body? Until next time, folks, I will catch you on the water, in the bank, on the water. Wait, on the bank and in the water. I'm starving. I need some lunch. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. Give me a thumbs up if you would. I would very much appreciate it. Go check out my giveaway for the reel, and I will see you guys on the next Fishin' Mission.